Okay, now that we have mastered the art of the brain dump, I want to move on to my next productivity hack, if you will. This is called batching. Now, again, not my concept. I actually first learned about batching from Claire Diaz-Ortiz, and I am major fangirl for her productivity hacks, her blog posts, the books that she's written. She's really awesome. I totally encourage you to look her up. She was an early Twitter employee. She's a mom. She's an entrepreneur. She runs a nonprofit. I see a lot of things in her life that are similar themes in my life. That makes her feel accessible to me. I hope that this video series is accessible to you. I want these tools to be easy. I want them to be intuitive, and I want them to truly help you, if you will. So batching, let me tell you about batching. How that works is there's an idea that we lose about 40% of our productivity by switching our brain between various tasks. Let me give you an example. When I need to do data entry for a client, if I'm dabbling in data entry that day, and then I'm trying to be creative and write a fundraising appeal, and then I need to make phone calls to corral sponsors for an event, it is a completely inefficient system if I try to do all those things back to back in between one another. Instead, I need to set aside time. This is important. I need to set a time limit to do certain tasks that are the same. If I need to make phone calls, I need to set aside an hour to do all my phone calls. If I need to do data entry, I need to set aside maybe an entire day to put in my headphones, put on my comfy pants, and just crank through that data. Another way to think about this is your brain is going to get on a track, right? You're going to start thinking about stuff. Your creative juices are going to start flowing. You're writing, you're creating, you're doing those things. Boom, you halt it by changing tasks. I find whenever I can make the time to blog, I can crank out 5, 6, 7 posts if I give myself the freedom to turn off my email, turn off my social media notifications, and just crank that work out. So your next bit of homework, if you will, is to think about which tasks on your list you can batch. Maybe you have a client that you need to write for weekly, and you have 5 clients that you need to write for weekly. Maybe every Monday from 9 a.m. to noon, you write. Find that time. Make it work. I've read that email is the easiest thing to do. It takes the least amount of brain power. So you should save your email for, 2 in the afternoon when we all need to take a nap. I'm going to talk more about email in the next video, but that's just another opportunity for you to look at your schedule. When do you work best? And start batching your tasks. I want to encourage you one more time too to put a time limit. I've read that the idea that tasks can expand to fit the amount of time we give ourselves to do them in. I know that if I give myself 30 minutes to write a proposal and that's it, and I've got to hit send, I most often crank out a far better proposal than one that I end up spending 2 hours on. I'm concise, I'm clear, I'm focused. So set yourself time limits, time frames each week to batch your tasks together. So that's your task for this video. Let me know how it goes.